today. I'm begging us, don't let us forget not to meet our Michael. Even if it's Juliet, I will send Juliet away. Eh, Back to Doris. Doris, are you here?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I've changed your voice now. When I said you are sounding like married woman, I've changed your voice to Omage. That's
How do
fine.
I used to
And
sound before? Sorry.
how do you what?
How do I used to sound before?
It's, you know what I said? I said you sound like a married woman.
How do married women sound?
They sound more relaxed and less troubled. Have you not seen Rachel talk before? Or have you not seen Ghanaians talk? They talk
Really?
with they talk with so much confidence um
Really?
and relaxation. Yes, now it's we that
So
we are single like
why do
this.
you now think that some married women talk are not relaxed or something?
Where do you what?
Why do you think that unmarried women talk like they are not
Uh,
relaxed or something?
because they are still trying to make decision on who to marry or who to be spending their. I mean, who they will be spending is money, his or her money, in case they're into girls too. So single people they are not really stable like that in decision making when it comes to
Really?
love. Yes,
I think
now.
I'm the most stable single person.
Aga. Where are you? Are you in Lagos?
I stay in Lagos, but I'm currently in the East.
Where do you stay in Lagos?
I stay in First Park.
Well, that place is a town on its own. First start. You are currently in the east, so holiday is not over for you.
You said?
You said you are currently in the east. I'm not saying that holiday is not over for you.
Not really.
See your life.
Not really. I'm here for for medical reasons.
Eh? Are you sick or you are pregnant? Which one?
I'm not sick, but I have a health
Okay.
challenge, so I needed to see a doctor this side.
Sorry. We'll talk about that. Can you say I've created empathy in my heart at the moment now? I can't just be like that again. Sorry. Sorry
But
about that.
Mr. Francis, you've always made me an olodo in this class.
And you may not be, but you stress me most of the time. So you may be a type of learner like me, like you may be a slow learner, which is not a bad thing. But at the
Not
same time,
really.
people
I think that this is not really it's not my fault because I am currently also taking product management and I think I'm the king in quotes in the class. I'm even heading the class and I'm doing very well. But this whole creativity
people
of
like you calm
drawing is
down,
not
calm
my
down,
thing.
calm down. People like you and they can't date two people successfully.
That they can't do what?
Yes. You can't date two people successfully.
Why?
Uh-uh. You are doing graphics and you're still doing products.
I juggle the both.
Hold on, no, hold on, no, hold on, no. Ayomide said, Ayomide, where's Ayomide now? If
I'm here.
everybody shouting congratulations. How far? Where's the money before I say share the news?
They've not given us money.
Uh-uh. So what are you feeling like now? I feel like the boss
Ah,
now.
no, I'm still learning. Yeah, the Oga.
No. I'm actually so happy for. How do you get the job? How do you get the offer?
I showed a friend of mine um the assignment I did in class. Then she does like the social media. She handles the social media of the brand. Then yes, on Saturday in the evening, she called me and said, "Am I taking jobs?" And I was like, "No, I'm still learning." She was like, "I should start that." The designs I did are nice. Then she showed her boss, and her boss liked it, and they were like,
Ah,
"They want
ah.
to."
This is a proud moment for me as whatever you call me. This is,
Our
I'm just
mentor,
yeah. I'm not your mentor. I'm
yeah,
your
okay,
friend.
our teacher,
I'm your friend.
our friend as our mentor.
because like treat you like all this thing, all the way all these people used to treat people. The class will have been ended. The class will have ended since. Wow, wow, this is a good news. So honestly, regardless of even they are paying you 5,000, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
they should not pay you 5,000, but even if they are paying 5,000, yeah, I mean that's what I was telling you guys that show your work, like show your work, really, because you can't get this enough. Like you just have to show your work. You can put your work in what's it called? You can't put your work on your phone without showing people. You just have to show your work. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. And if you need my direction on the work, I'm not saying that I'll be available like that, oh, but I can give you design high. If you message me like 10 times, I may reply you like twice. So if you're okay
I
with
know,
that, you
Allah,
can reach
that's
out to
enough.
me and you
Okay,
can
thank you.
actually call me. When you not pick, that means I'll call you back. All I'm just
Okay.
saying is that don't stress me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm proud of you. Well done.
Thank you.
And this is not to now make anybody feel bad. Though. You guys already doing well, and our time zone are different. Because Doris has gotten a job of maybe an offer of create social media in design for 10K now or 20K. Does not mean you should not be feeling anyhow. You guys should not feel anyhow. But just try as much as possible to show your work. Try as much as possible to like. I'm talking to everybody generally now. So the last quote I took, right? Um, so there's this guy, after like our 3 weeks in class, I mean, our third week in class, right? So, I mean, that's why I said you should do your assignments. Let me tell you one of the reasons why I keep telling you guys you should do your assignments. Because as I am, right, I have a lot of recruiters that reach out to me, and I have a lot of social media rubbish people. Sorry, social media, social media, because those social media guys, their work is too, I mean, they are stressful people. I have a lot of creatives lead and marketing leads that reach out to me that they need somebody to work with them on this project. And sometimes they cannot afford my money. So I have to push junior designers or people that can take like 20K for something, 10K for something to them. So or people that can take 150K as salary, 100K as salary, or 80K as salary to start with. So the last quote I took, that guy, there's a guy here called Tomiwa. Okay, so but that other guy, his name was Bamishai something. So that guy really did well in the class. To cut the long story short, a friend of mine reached out to me. He said, "Oh, they needed a designer that will be working remotely." Blah 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 blah. Short story. I sent his portfolio to them, and short story. They've employed him, and they started paying him 150K. That was his starting salary. Now they've increased it, and he's working remotely while he can still be doing other jobs. So the thing is, when you do assignments, it's what you can do. I will not tell you if I have opportunity for you, but it's until you do assignment I will see it, and I'll be like, okay, oh, this person can do this job, this person can do that job. Last week, the guy sent me one little money. He said, Francis, I just want to appreciate you. He just send me one money like that. I got free money. So um this thing is not, nobody will force you to do right, or nobody will force you to like do something, but really the skill set you are learning is on high demand, and also is stressful, but it's on high demand, but there's money there. Can you see within 3 weeks somebody has gotten a gig? Let's even say they're paying her 5K, but that joy of you are getting paid for what you are doing. They're paying 5K every day, 5 times 30. That's like how much? That's somebody's salary for 2 months. Oh. And you just sit down and make in the comfort of your room. So that is that though. If you like, do your assignment. If you like, don't do your assignment. I has gotten a gig already. Ooh. Juliet, you're saying something. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Juliet, are you here? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Francis.
You're not in transit today.
No, I'm not in transit today.
I do well alone. Said I'm so stereotypical.
Yes, no, you were saying that pregnant women's voice sounds more calm and relaxed. So that's quite stereotypical.
That's not being stereotypical. That's just observation.
Eh,
And this might be wrong. It's from my own research method. The
uh,
next thing you should ask me is that what are the yardstick I use for my research? You just say I did teacher. And I jump to conclusion.
I
Don't
don't
worry,
jump
Sha.
to conclusion. No. You
So
specifically said it now. As per
conclusion
pregnant
jump to
women this, or married women this. I mean, sorry, married women this or married women this, and I was like, okay. Well, since you said it's just your observation, it's cool.
oh, that's true, Sha. Have you ever heard Rachel talk or Ghanaians?
I
You
had
know that
Ghanaian speak.
these are the people they have focus and direction with their life.
Anyway.
I'm not saying more than that before some people come for me or they want to come to my DM. I'm not saying more than that.
Voila.
So yeah, I know Wala. That is this is your DP. You'll be distracting me today. I know what to do, Sha.
Voila.
Uh,
Really?
maybe not exactly, but uh, is this, wait, is this Aisha? Who is a Y? Shh. Who is this name? Can you unmute yourself? This this is a good brand name. Oh. Who is this? A Y. Shh. Is that Aisha?
Oh, sorry, I've been talking. My mic was muted. It's Aish. It's Aisha. Anyway.
Is Aish?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that is
like
that
my.
is that a nickname?
Yeah,
It sounded like shh.
yeah, I can understand how it will sound like.
Like keep quiet. Like shh, keep quiet.
Yeah.
Well, nice. Aisha, just changing your DP every week for us.
No, what? I don't think I had a DP. I just actually signed into my account before. I was just um joining without signing in, so I signed in.
So this is you.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't see anything. How's your weekend?
it was very good.
You rested well or they brought cases to you?
No, I went out for weddings and I had a
For
good
events.
time. Yeah, weddings, and it was fun.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Next in my head is it like a religious wedding or is a flexible wedding?
Which one is religious wedding? I don't understand.
Religious
Wedding,
wedding is
wedding
all
in an
this.
event center with DJ and food and
Hey DJ.
fun and
So you dance.
yeah.
Ah. Okay. Oh, this is just catching me by surprise. Okay, guys. So let's start for the day. You can see that I'm already sharing my screen already. Um, I just want us to feel so relaxed. That's why I just start on that note this morning, so that nobody come and be saying their head is hot. They don't understand, because the journey we have ahead of us this morning is quite great, and I'll take my so this morning will majorly be for talking. I'll take my time to explain some specifics so that by tomorrow when we start practicals, no one will be saying Francis this, Francis that. So hopefully this class should end by maybe 1:30. I'm not sure. I think I will end the class by 1:30 and the 30 minutes is for break. But I'm not sure about my decision of that yet, or my decision for that yet. But let's proceed. So this week, the whole of this week and till the mid of next week, we'll be focusing on brand design, right? And from Wednesday to Friday next week, next week we'll be focusing on creating your portfolio and all. And by Friday next week, everybody submit your portfolio and yeah, bye bye. So we'll be talking on branding and we're talking on brand designs. And I think I've really touched on this, like I've really touched on it, but I just like skate through, like I just rushed through it, back, back, back. Why? Because we did not need it at that moment. But yeah, now it's needed. And sorry guys. Now it's needed. So we need to talk about it. Most of us know about. I think I asked you guys earlier that what is branding to you all? What is brand? What is a brand? What is brand? And all these things. And some of you quite mentioned some couple of things, which may not be bad, is may not be bad, and which may not be right, or which may not be true. But the true sense is this: as a brand designer, we are expected to keep um, you're expected to keep the application of the selected brand assets consistent and in a uniform manner. Let me say that again, although I might have forgotten what I said, Sha. I'm saying that as a brand designer, you are expected to keep the application of the selected brand assets consistent. How do I mean? So, before any brand start to do marketing campaign, marketing strategy, there is always a guide they follow. The guide varies, and there's always a guide they follow. And in the guide, it has a lot of rules, principles, what to do, what not to do, and all. And the guide sometimes is called the brand book or brand guide or brand style guide. So a practical example is this. How will I say it now? Oh, okay. Practical example is this. When you go to a supermarket, before you start shopping, there is always section for everything. And there is section for groceries, there's sections for provisions, there is section for anything you want to buy in a supermarket. And can you imagine that you want to buy soap, you now found soap in a wine section, or you want to buy spaghetti, pasta, you're not going to find it in, what is it called? You now find it in which other sections of the section that they used to sell jewelries. You can see that is not organized. And that will not enable you to have a good brand experience with the company or with the supermarket. So before any marketing campaigns goes out, before any marketing campaign is being established, before anything you see on social media or print media or any form of media, there is always a strategy that took place, and there is always a brand guide that is involved. So, in the journey of the class, I'm going to walk you through what should be in a brand guide, how to create a brand guide, and how to select visual assets for different brand. Yes. So brand guideline consists of different things. Consists of different things that can be associated with the brand. Choose it me. Okay? Assets. Okay. Thank you. Excuse me. So so sorry. You want me Hello? Okay, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, there are different I like the way I'm flowing this morning because I think I'm going to say rubbish. Well, thank God. So so there are different things that needs to be in a brand guideline, and I'm going to walk you through this. So the first thing in the brand guideline is the logo guide. I'll talk about the logo guide. We talk about. Hello? So I'm going to show you. So let me start sharing my screen. I'm going to show you. Yes. What I want to be in a brand guideline. Aisha, is your face that I'm just seeing on my screen. I need to turn on my videos. So no.
How is that possible, Francis?
I can screenshot my screen and show you. You are the one that's on my screen at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sorry.
you too, sorry. So can you see my screen, Aisha?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so this was a brand book I developed for a company in 2020, and the brand book literally contained some specific. So I'm going to literally, when I'm explaining some things, I'm going to be showing us in the documents. Yeah. So I said one of the first thing that needs to, one of the major things that is very important to have, or that is very important to be in your brand book is your logo guide. And your logo guide consists of your logo architecture, your logo lookups, your logo usage summary, your so I'm going to all those English I'm speaking, I'm going to be showing you. So this is the complaint, right? And after so a brand guideline is created when all the visual assets has been finalized. How do I mean? So in a logo development process or in a brand development process, the first thing that comes in place is a brief. So you send a brief to your client. Is that one? You send a brief to your client, and when you send the brief to your client, there will be like a back and forth thing of, oh, this is what we want, this is what we don't want, blah, 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 blah. You send different logo options. After they selected that, you send other options. After that has been selected, that is why that is when after all visual assets has been confirmed. I mean visual assets, I mean from your logo design to your color usage, to your typography, to your sorry, to your stationery design, to your gift item designs. After all this has been selected and after they've been concluded, that is where you now create your logo guideline. And that is how your logo guideline is is created from, something like that. So yeah, with that being said, once they now do all these things, and also not every brand requires brand guideline. Let me give an example. Some people just tell you that they want logo design alone. Give them logo design. Some people, so a small business owner that is just starting out, although while it's okay to have all this structure put in place, with my experience working with clients up and down, they'll just tell you that it's too expensive. Calm down. How much can you pay? My budget is so and so. Okay, with this your budget, it cannot cover a brand guideline. All it can cover is just logo design alone. Blah blah blah. You just tell them it's logo design that I can cover. I'm saying this to say that I don't want you guys to have the mindset that so every brand now has to have a logo guide, but a guide. But serious brands that you've seen over time that keep consistency, they'll have it. they, they all have a guide. Like they all have a guide. So back to what I'm sharing. So I was talking about the logo guide. So they are different in a brand guideline. There are different structure, right? And it's like you're creating a template. You're creating a magazine, or you're creating um all this thing, sha. So for this format, I pick a particular format for it. Other brand, or you can decide to do that, but these are some specifics that have to be there. So it's showing a corporate identity, like this is what our identity is. This is our official logo for anybody that is engaging with the brand, and this is our official type mark. In logo design, we have what we call, we have different type of logo. We have the type mark logo, icon mark, blah blah blah. So for this particular brand, they have their logo in two variations. You can use the icon mark and you can use the type mark. Sure you get. And there is what we call primary logo lookup and secondary logo lookup. So primary logo lookup is how the logo should be placed. While secondary is, so the primary logo lookup applications can be used on websites, stationery designs, and other online media and all. But for secondary logo lookup, most times they are being used like this one now. They are being used on print design. Example like face cap, um, any design that is a print design that has. Please mute your mic, whosoever you have. Abdullah. So any any logo any platform that has a particular way of structuring, you will know. Your instincts or your spirit of discernment will tell you that, oh, this needs to be done. This this needs to be applied here. The other one is clear minimum space. So clear minimum space is always the space between the logo, the official icon mark, and the type mark. Do you get? Like it's always the space between the official icon mark and the type mark, and that is I think that is more clear enough. It's always because of scaling. When I mean scaling, I mean scaling like the way you should scale images down and up. So because of scaling, it should not look string together. Sure you get that English. Um, and also exclusive zone. So your guideline consists of all these things, and all these things are kind of what you explained. You know, events backdrop, or I say backdrop, event backdrop and all. When you are doing having events with other partners, how should your logo be placed? Most of you used to think that those things doesn't matter. All these things matters to the way you handle your brand, to the way people perceive your brand. So there is a section in the guideline that talks about that exclusive zone and blah blah blah. So that is number one about this. I'm not done yet. Before I proceed, is peace in class? Peace Lawson. Is Peace Lawson in class?
Yes, I am. Francis, good morning.
Your voice is so bright this morning.
Good morning.
Your weekend was restful. Hmm?
Yes.
You see, I can see now. Some people that their weekend is not. Some people that their weekend is not. What's it called? Their weekend is not restful. You can see it's telling from their voice too. It is well.
No, the weekend was not like the regular weekend. It came with morning. So even though you are stressed, you feel as if you've
Whose weekend
rested.
is down? Whose weekend is down?
No, I said my weekend was really very busy, but and
Came
stressed,
with money,
but
I mean.
the fact that some money is actually entering your account and all those things, you feel more relaxed.
Shay, please, you not come and employ me like this.
What do you mean?
See, I'm good in, forget that I'm taking design. I'm good in other things too. I think we'll talk about that later, Sha. But I just want to confirm if you're in class.
Yeah.
So before I proceed, does anybody have any question from what I've been explaining so far? Let me speak Yoruba. Ìwọ tó bá ní ìbéèrè, jọ̀ọ́ sọ síwájú nísìn.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, who is that?
Rosemary.
Rosemary, how are you?
Thank you, Andy.
I'm not that fine, Shabo. What can man do?
Okay, you'll be fine.
Amen. That's very good.
The exclusion zone, are you going to come back to it because I didn't quite get your explanation?
So the exclusion zone is, let me show you a practical example. Come here. Let me show you a practical example of an exclusion zone and how that works. Backdrop. I'm going to show you an exclusion. I said an exclusion. I'm going to show you how that works. Is it backdrop design or like just all this thing? I'm trying to look for other brands that all those that I just do yama. Okay, let me show you this. My beloved is the most beautiful among thousands and thousands. Yeshua. Hey, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, who is asking that question of exclusive zone? Who asked this question now? Okay, let me explain this to you. So you can see how they place different companies' logo on the backdrop, right? So exclusive zone law states that if you are placing our logo, there must be a distance.
I did.
It says that if you are placing a logo, can you see the distance? Can you see that all the distance between different logos, the kind of their shapes and colors, looks equal and looks the same? That is the work of exclusive zone. So that is the direction that the exclusive zone is given. Does that make any sense? Does anybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. And who asked that question? Was it Rosemary?
Yes, that was me.
Do you understand now?
Yes, I think so. These are all
Okay.
different logos, right?
Yes. So exclusive zone is majorly for, okay, where do you work?
I teach.
Okay. You teach, and your school, you guys used to do end of the year party, have you?
No,
Or
I
Ghana?
teach online.
You
Not
teach
not
online.
physical, yes.
What do you teach?
Mathematics.
Hey, Rosemary. I said Rosemary. Rosemary,
Yes.
you're good in mathematics.
Yes.
What student do you teach?
Every level, as long as
TU,
yes,
TU
every level,
engineering mathematics.
especially what?
Do you do engineering mathematics?
Yes, I did that in school.
Or do you teach engineering mathematics?
Yes, I can teach topics from.
Wow. And those differential rubbish.
Financial equations.
Wow. I never liked mathematics. I'm not exactly sure, but I used to have narrow escape in mathematics. Maybe I will have C or I will have D.
Try it
I
now.
don't. I don't like mathematics. You heard? I have a friend that went to do his masters in mathematics in Spain. I'm like, oh boy, you don't mind shit.
Ah, most people that studied mathematics in particular, if you check them well, their head not be totally correct like that. Check well.
But did they pay you? Oh, what do you say? What do you say again? Most people that what?
See, most people that studied mathematics in school, like actually studied it as a course, if you check them well, you'll notice some off in their brain. That they're not usually, their head isn't not usually correct.
How do you mean?
That
Is it in a good way or in a bad way?
in a weird way.
Okay, so are you saying that your own head is not correct like that?
I didn't study mathematics in school. I studied computer science, so I escaped it.
Sometimes if you check your brain very well, there's off, there's the off button. But really, because I study mathematics, is a good. Wow. No wonder I used to meet some like Jerusalem. They said you study mathematics. Wow. But really, I just feel like that mathematics is too complex to understand. Trust me. I used to cram it. I used to have narrow escape. But computer
Maybe you
science.
had bad teachers
No,
because
so
the
here's the thing.
subjects actually really simple.
Here's the thing. So all through my primary school, I used to have an extra lesson for mathematics. So I'm always looking forward to, or if I don't understand the class, my private teacher would teach me. When I entered secondary school, GS1, GS2, it was going smooth. GS3 itself, it was going, second time, GS2 like this, I think it's teachers. When I
Yes.
came to school, when I was doing engineering mathematics, more, ah, ah,
Like
nah.
you did study computer science or something.
No, I did electrical electronics engineering.
Okay. How come you now
Hmm?
escaped mathematics? Because I know in engineering courses they do a lot of
I
mathematics.
did not escape it now. I said I was scoring D, C. Is that a good mark? See, there are some equations that you do that 5 pages you are still solving. I'm like kilo day. Ah, so that is the thing. But yeah, I mean, people that study mathematics, all of you, head, head, you are not a normal people. So yeah, I was trying to explain the exclusive zone for you in a more practical way. So when all these companies want to do events, let me give you an example now. When what brand did you use now? What company do you use now? Okay, let me give you an example. So when Post NG or all these AY Live or what is your favorite comedian want to do their show, there are brand that supports them, right? Rosalind,
Yes.
Rosemary,
Yes.
they are brand that support those people. So when they're now doing the red carpets, so-called red carpets, that you see the logos of these brands on you see logos on this brand on the red carpet, right? And you see that there is a way those logos are being placed. That is what I'm trying to say. So there is a way those logos are being placed, and from your own brand logo to other people's brand logo, there should be a minimum space, distance, space for other sponsors. So that is what exclusive zone is all about. That thing is not just designed, right? There is a structure behind it. So that's what I was trying to explain. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. I understand.
Okay. Does anybody has any other question before I proceed to the next thing?
Francis, I have a question.
These are okay. Hold on. I think I know who he is. Why? What's your question?
Okay. I want to know how do you determine the
That's peace. That's peace. Continue. Because
okay,
I know
how
I
do
used to
you
had some voice for work. I'm sorry, continue. How do you determine what?
all right. How do you determine the distance
Excuse on
from
distance, I mean.
yes, the excessive distance?
What you use is literally grid system. So it's you knowing from your grid that um this should be here, this should be there. There's no rule that says from logo A to logo B has to be 50 pixels apart or 25 pixels apart. Sure you get. Sure you
Yes,
get.
okay.
Yeah. So just for you using your eyes for detail to to get it out. Yeah, practically that is what it is.
Okay. But when you're determining the clear and minimum space on the logo itself, like for a brand, you're designing a logo for a
So
brand.
we're doing that. You do it in a ratio of 10. So you can do 100 pixels. I mean, 100 pixels to 50 pixels to 25 pixels, depending on what. So you know when they are scaling those images down, I mean your logo down. Why are they scaling them? So if, for example, now if you are doing billboard, that's to scale to get to a length. The scaling is that now. The scaling distance is between the logo and the logo mark. Do you get? So you have to open your eyes and I mean keep more space in scaling. I don't know if that makes sense, sha, but I think that's the best way I can answer it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Any other question from any other one? From anyone else?
Yes, my question is, sorry, good morning. My question is,
This is your first time we are talking
the
in class.
no, this is not the first time.
Pronounce your name,
Maybe for
Farouk what?
today. Yeah, Shoyoye Farouk.
What do you call it?
Shoyoye Farouk.
Me, re, me, to show your own game. Also, what's your
Shoyoye.
continue? Let me see.
Yeah, the arrangement of the what's it called, the logo. So how do we what's the time? Is it alphabetically or the way the what's it called, the logo is, the shape of the logo or something? Is that what would determine the arrangement?
So, with my own experience, I think what determines the arrangement is, I mean, the composition of the logo, how the logo is being composed, and the logo style. So, how do I know? So, if you have like 50 logos to arrange, what, because sometimes not all this brand makes sense like that. So, some persons can give you like their secondary lookup of their logo, while some companies give you primary lookup of their logo. So, you can try and mix the primary lookup and secondary lookup together to have a better visual what's it called, visual skill, or as the spirit leads you. When I say spirits, that can be anything. It can be Holy Spirit, it can be the alcohol you are drinking, it can be so as anything leads you. But the major thing you want to achieve is visual alignment and visual. You want to make a good design. Does that really make sense to you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Farouk. Who else?
Francis, I have a question.
What's the question? Who is down?
It's Juliet.
Yeah, actually, your voice again. What
I
do
did
you
not
want the
change
question?
my voice. I'm having catarrh, sorry. My question has to do with that clear minimum size, something like that. Does it affect the way the logo can be scaled?
Yes, now. Just everyone. It's so the thing is, Manjeki logo here so for meaning that to allow the logo to so there will not be so an example is on a business card, right? Literally when I'm reading your card, I must be able to see that I was able to see the space of your icon and your logo. I don't know. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Yes, it affects the scaling. Try as much as possible So when you're blowing your logo up, try as much as possible to give a clearer space between them so that they can be identified distinctively. I think that makes sense.
Okay, that's between the logo and the type mark, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other question from anyone?
Francis.
That's Zainab. What happened? Because I don't like to pronounce my name. Hold on, no. When you pronounce my name as if there is Z in my name, and you just remove the I, as if it's CES, not CIS. But continue.
Francis.
It's Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
Or you want to call it in Yoruba name, say Francis.
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 Will you
Yeah.
give us this slide as model?
You stress it as the second syllable. My name is being stressed on the second syllable. Francis. Yeah. What's your question?
I said, will you give us this the slide I show us?
I cannot give you this somebody's work. I cannot give you. But if you are smart enough, and this is not to abuse anybody, if you are smart enough, as I'm sharing it, when you're watching the video, you will take note of what I shared, and well, you can go online and see different brand clients. Some
Are we going to
companies
do
are
our own as well?
normal. Yes, I'm going to do your own, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, so we don't need what's
Let's see how this class goes, right? If I see that we have enough time, I'll tell you to do a brand and design a brand guideline. Your brand guideline is right from your portfolio design. But I think most of it in this course are very smart. So you can lead the two together, but that will really be of more help and of more benefits to all of you. Yeah. So this session will be ending by 10:30. We'll resume by 11 and we'll proceed. So, but I mean, we have like 26 minutes for this first session to be over. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone?
Yes, Francis, I have another question.
How's the question?
Okay, please, is the brand guideline different from, yes, is the brand guideline line different from the logo presentation?
Yes, it's different. Logo presentation is showing how the logo can be used in mock-up format and majorly when you say I'm doing logo presentation, I do rubbish. I just doing this. I'm sorry for using that word. But all you guys will just is put the logo in different color and put mock-up. No, that's not logo presentation. Logo presentation is showing your logo architecture, how you came about it, your color selection process, and all these things. But in Nigeria, because Nigerian clients are not ready to pay for that. But that's what we do. Yes, so it's different. I think I'll answer your question. It's different.
All right, thank you.
Presentation and documentation are two different things. Sure, you know, generally. Yeah. So let's say that you are doing the same, like you're doing presentation. From where you now sit down and document your presentation. Yeah. So does anybody have any other question?
Francis, good morning.
Good morning, Alpha.
I'm fine. I just do.
I just do. How was your week?
The weekend just be somehow. I shall pass from sha.
They came around, or which one?
Came around. Who came around?
Is it that I know now? When who came around? If you want to be pushing it to me, why nobody came around?
I just do. Nobody came around.
Is it because you don't have money or what?
Yeah, no money. I'm just broke. Looking for source to get money, sha.
Sha, don't do Yahoo. Yahoo is not an option. Yeah. So me too. What's up?
Yeah, you mentioned something about type mark and the logo. Which one is the type mark? Which one is the logo? Can you please show us?
Okay. I just stop sharing my screen now. I'm coming. I'll share my screen back. I My beloved is the most beautiful among thousands and thousands. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Josh, if you know the song, you know I like the song. Let me share you the song so that you know it. The song the song you should listen to if you are kind of person that like. Let me share you the song. The song, the song is a special song. Uh, you know the song, Abby? Yeah, you share it with us. You sing it for us one of these days in class. Go and master it. Thank you. I love it that you can sing. Friday. So I used to do something every Friday in my previous sport. Every Friday is for flexing. So in class, everybody will on their audio, on their video. You carry if you are drinking wine or anything, or water, coffee, everybody should have the toast in class. So I think we are going to do that in this Friday. Turn off your video if it's Fanta, if it's Agbo, if it's Agbo, anything that is drinkable, if it's cocktail, mocktail. Just we are doing design and wine that day. So we do that every Friday. But that make more sense. Okay, I want to show you my beloved. So Abdullah, this is your brand mark or your icon. That's in here. And my mouse is hovering up,
Okay.
right? While this is your type mark.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Thank you. Does anyone have any other question? Yes, so design, sip and paint, design and sip. Yes, I can sip anything from. If you want LD recommendation of anything on food, Peace, Peace is very good at that. Hello, everybody. Peace has sent me my food, my diet timetable. I'm so happy. It now remains me to reply her message. It remains I should start sticking to that, sticking to the guideline she sent to me. Peace is very amazing. She's awesome. She had an interview call with me. She has sent me my meal documents. Now I'm on my journey to be eating healthy. No more one meal for like 1 month or 2 months anymore. I'm not sure, Sha, but God will help us on this journey. How about sleeping healthy? I'm trying, trust me. But at least today I have like 5 hours of sleep. So it's still manageable like that, Sha. At least. Um, yeah, but guys, eat healthy and sleep healthy. Your edge, it's all good. And spend your money in the right way. And don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is not good for your health. At least according to my own research. If anybody has any other question? Does anybody have any other question?
Yeah, I do. On this
Okay.
page that I'm looking at, the last sentence is this is our official brand icon. Brand icon, brand logo. Is it the same thing?
Yes, ma'am. It's just English. Can you hear me?
Okay.
It's just English, like English. So you're even reading documents. It's a good question.
I just happened to see it.
Just have what?
I just happened to see it. I wasn't much.
Yeah. I'm trying to be humble. Okay, that's not bad. Um,
Francis,
I call my
sorry,
name. Is that again?
it's Juliet. Sorry. She just mentioned something now. I wanted to ask a question pertaining to that. Does like a standard brand logo, does it contain icon and type? Or it just depends on what the customer or
And
the client wants?
you are right. I mean that last part you just mentioned has answered everything. So it contains. So once I continue presenting that to us, right? It contains a brand line can contain from 30 pages to like 250 pages, depending on what the client wants and depending on the strength of the brand touch points share you get. So what's
Yeah.
your clients really, literally, they're the one that give direction to this, to this. Aisha, are you here? Aisha, you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Juliet,
But I'm inactive, so there's no. I
Yeah.
have no picture.
why?
I don't. I'm not
What is
even
your
logged
so what is your
into the account.
so what is your
I don't know
beauty? Where
what's
do you
going
put
on.
it?
Sorry, sir.
I said, what is your beauty? Where do you put it? You just snap it and put it on your phone.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Not for us to see. Not for
That's
us to
for
feed our
branding.
eyes with. That's rubbish. It's not branding. You're
I
keeping
say
your
it's
branding
called
to
it's
yourself.
called branding. She's keeping it to herself.
So how do you enable visibility in this one? Like how do you enable visibility? When you say it's called branding, because for something to call a brand, there must be like brand visibility or brand awareness. So how do you enable visibility here, Juliet? Since I say branding, so where's the work of
Sorry.
visibility here?
She needs to share now. At least so people can see the beauty that God created. Let us see.
But when she said she's keeping it on her phone call,
Is what?
when she said she's keeping it on her phone call, what should we now do? We can't force her.
Yeah, I cannot force her.
I don't know why on the boy.
Francis, you
What would
called
be
my
the
name.
cause?
Wanted to say something.
Yeah, I've said it now.
Please translate, Francis.
I said, Allah Shanu Bobowa. I mean, God will help us all. I'm not
Okay.
abusing you now. I can't
Just to be
abuse you.
sure.
You are busy. You'll have seen some of your admirer on this chat. They'll have saying, Francis, that's not fair. I don't abuse people. Actually, this guy, Kabir, he likes you, but you don't know. I'm telling you now. So it's my Kabir, he likes you. It's a good thing,
Okay.
actually. Kabir, am I speaking your mind? Or I'm too forward? Ismail, Ismail, miss your mic. I'm not serious. It's an issue like this that I cannot miss. I'm giving you like a parallel. You know, and it's always that I don't know what you're talking about now.
Sorry. Good morning.
Good morning. You said you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I did. I'm actually at work, so I can't talk for now. That's why.
That's fine, but you can talk when it comes to the show. You say you don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
yes.
Say it again with your full chest, and I'll just remove the connection from you.
Okay, I said I don't know what you're talking about.
But now you know, but you don't know.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, but I mean, Aisha is. I mean, you can check Aisha's DP and forget that.
I'm actually going to check when you mentioned it this morning.
Chai. But it's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
You can see that I'm not the one that I saw the good thing.
Yes.
But somebody like Aisha will be very stubborn. That's the thing.
She's a lawyer, so it's normal. She needs it.
She's very stubborn. She will have sugar in her head. When I meet Shoko, she'll be really if she want to poison you, just a slow poison.
She's passionate about everything.
Eh?
I said she's going to be passionate about everything.
Trust me, you are not wrong. You're right. No.
Please, I didn't get some of the stuff that you people are saying.
You don't
What's
have to get
special
it.
about what?
You don't have to get it. The class is being recorded.
Oh, okay. I'll go and listen definitely.
The class is being recorded. But I mean, Kabiru, I'm just telling you. I mean, I think in this class, I did not teach you how to design wedding invitation, but we thought I've taught you. I mean, and some people can volunteer.
Yes,
So
Francis, I wanted to ask you how about that the wedding invitation stuff.
How about catalog and everything too?
how to do wedding invitation?
Yeah, how do we
Ah,
do that?
Wedding
I get my
invitation, catalog. And are you going to tell us about dimensions to use when we want to design different things later?
leave me alone. Don't stress me. But Aisha,
Yes,
Aisha, have you checked Kabiru's? Is it Kabiru? I'm just spelling his name. Aisha, pronounce the name, please.
Kabir.
Pronounce his name.
Kabir.
Hey, you pronounce it well, Kabir. Oh God. Are you guys in the same group?
Wow, Francis.
Are you guys in the same group?
I don't know honestly.
So you've not even had a course to chat him up since this class has started.
And that's so bad. Don't worry. After this
That's
class,
bad
I'll
though.
chat him up.
That's good. At least you
Yeah,
guys should talk.
don't worry.
I'll wait for feedback tomorrow.
And then teach us wedding invitation so that we'll do it for our wedding.
Oh, that's awesome. But
Yes.
teaching wedding invitation it's not that one that I'm talking about now. Just talking about allowing reconnection to happen. And I'm not saying that you guys want to marry each other. No, that's not the goal. The
No,
goal
I
is
actually want to learn it. That's what I'm saying. I want to learn. And what app did they use to make it? Is it this Photoshop or
Illustrator.
Figma?
No, any
Okay.
so Illustrator is key with that because it's a vector file, so it enables you to work with vectors. But we are using Photoshop to design those things. It will affect the printing. Sure you get. So
Okay.
on the printer, yeah, and what they are printing, they are doing DI printing. Obviously, it's going to affect it. Yes. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to to like know how far with yourself and happy, and I will call you guys out tomorrow in class. I'm happy for this friendship that I started, and don't worry, there are more people to. I need to give Julia to some people too, and Doris. Ah, Doris is here. Josh, if you don't mind, but later, sure. So does somebody have any other question?
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning, who's that?
Let me see. Yeah, sorry, you made mention that you're going to critique the work you did last Friday. I don't know if you've done that.
Now I'm going to do what?
I can explain some of the things the
Okay.
particular
This is social media
design you
design.
did Friday.
We can still talk about
Yes.
it later today now. That's not a problem.
Okay.
This lady called Lois used to disturb my class, and I always want to try and understand her. But trust me, I've been trying my best to understand her, but I don't know. I don't know if let me say I don't know. I mean, she's also special to understand, but to take my extra time to understand that like that. Okay. Let me proceed, please. Um, so I've explained this, and I was trying to explain like more components we have here. Literally, is Aisha picture I'm seeing on my screen, and that should not be so, but that's fine, sure. So the next one is the brand color. So after you've decided, as I told you earlier that the brand guideline is created after most of these things have been decided upon. Like the brand guideline is created after you've decided on the brand color and most of these things, right? So for this particular brand, these are the brand color, right? So when you are doing this, you have to give the color values, right? The color values can be generated from what's it called? Any of the color marks. Sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me now? So your color value is very essential, right? See, the issues of color cannot be overemphasized when it comes to logo and all. See, blue is not just blue. You can see that we have like three shades of blue here. They are blue, but they're not just blue, right? Each of these blue has what they are saying about the brand. Each of these variation of blue. So, as a brand designer, that is to be a graphic designer or this designer is a good thing. Oh. But to be a brand designer, you have to be meticulous. Like you have to be so detailed on because if any of these color changes like value, like let's say the value of if the color is ash 1440 FC and now can change to ash 1460 FC, it will definitely affect the shade of it will definitely affect the shade of the color. So let me use this word. Okay, I will have to translate again. Ìwọ tí ara ẹ̀ ò bá balẹ̀ jọ when you're working on brand design jẹ́ kí ara ẹ̀ balẹ̀. Your English is you that you are not stable like me, that your body is not stable. When it comes to brand design, let your body be stable because any change in color value, maybe X1, X2, any of those changes will affect the look of the color. And you're working with corporate organization. Whoa, hmm, hmm. Your sponsor will take it up with you and be like, I was this rubbish. And the rubbish is just because you are not patient. So I think that's that about color. Does anybody have any question about color? Before I proceed.
Thank you.
Zainab, what happened?
Is it because is it because it is white? That's the reason why only it has X
White.
code and RGB. The
No, everything has it now. Yeah, it doesn't have same IK. Yes, white doesn't have same IK. White is white across all board, like black too. White is white.
Okay.
Black is black. And black is black. Do you get? But any other color can be mixed, and they can have other color value and all.
Well, not the primary colors.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue, green.
Any other question?
Not really. Okay. Yeah. What were you the one that chose this colors, or they chose it?
Yes, it's me. It's me, Francis Odeyemi. I give I give them different color options, right? See, brand design is more than. That's why I don't like Canva designers. I'm sorry that I'm saying this again. Brand design is more than. It's a proper. So if you're working with serious clients that understand process, you are going to walk them through your process of selecting colors, your process of selecting typefaces, your process of selecting um 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 creating logo design, you are going to walk them through these processes. And these processes are so detailed. They are not this papa, we need it in one day. We need it in 2 days kind of a thing. Do you get? Yeah. Do you get?
Yeah,
Any other question?
no.
Okay. Josh, you were saying something. Minister Josh.
Yes.
I think you were saying something.
When?
I don't know. I'm asking, do you have question?
No, I don't.
You and who are good? Near me. You and who?
We say me and Doris.
Don't be good though. Me and Doris are good. How?
Yeah, we are good. Don't
Because
worry.
I just told you to show her something. You now said you are good.
You don't want us to be good.
You guys have been using knife to eat each other's yam. Just because I said she explain something that she doesn't understand.
Is that not a good testimony?
Minister Josh.
Glory to
Pastor. God. Which one is glory to God? Rubbish. This is you are laughing up and down. Okay, well, it's break time, everybody. See you guys by 11. And we proceed when it gets to that. I think the author of today's class is talk. But at the end of the class, I'm going to explain the design process I took yesterday. I say yesterday. Also, that other design I did, I'm going to explain it to us. And yeah, see you guys by 11. Bye. And see, I'm seeing like 48 people in the class now. If I come back by 11, please let me see you back. Especially Juliet, don't go and cook or don't go and eat in the kitchen. Aisha will always be here, and Doris too. She'll always be here. And don't go and be messaging. This is the time that Aisha and Aisha and Kabir can connect now. You guys should just chat each other, All right, guys. Is this guy in class? What's his name? What's this guy's name, sir? Miwa, is Miwa in class?
Okay,
Wani. Is Wani in class?
Do you have the?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Wani, do you have a portfolio?
Yes.
Sir,
or do you have series of work done?
No, sir. I just finished from school. I'm still learning. I don't have anything.
I might be able to generate the link for you. I'll just open the file on my system and then I'll
okay, that's fine. For you. I'm asking that because a company just reached out to me now, like now. They want to hire an entry-level designer, and but you in Lagos, Wani?
Yes, I'm in Lagos.
Where in Lagos are you?
Sabo Yaba.
Sabo Yaba. Okay.
Yes.
Oh. So they need to hire somebody as quick as possible, and they need a portfolio. Like I need to show them that you have done something.
Francis, I have a portfolio.
Calm down. They need somebody that is based in Lagos.
Oh, okay.
They need somebody that is based in Lagos. So it's going to be on site first, based on your performance. It will not be remote. Do you get?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So their salary is from 120 and 150 to 200K.
As in what industry?
It can be what's it called? It can be negotiated. They are in fintech.
Oh, that's cool.
I know it's cool now.
Should I send my portfolio?
The operation managers just reach out to me now. And they need to hire somebody as quick as possible. So what I will try and do is That's what I'm telling you. That when I say you should practice. I was just saying this thing this morning.
I send my
Don't send your own. Let me see
okay.
what you have, actually.
Okay, I'll
Let me
send
see
it to
what
your
you
DM.
Okay, let me check.
Which one is coming in yeah? A graphic designer that is graphic designer that they need. There's not product designer. Messi, you're asking me to confirm again. It's graphic designer they need, not a product designer. So yeah. Wow. As I know what to do, sir. I know what to do. Okay, so let's proceed with what we started. Jesus. Sorry, guys. So I was explaining the visual asset. Explaining the visual asset for us. Explaining the visual assets in a guideline for us, right? Um, um, so yeah, can you guys see my screen? Can we proceed, please?
Yes, I have.
Can you guys see my screen?
I open it already. I am looking at it now.
Wani, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
You know what? I don't know how this is possible, but I don't know how, right? Can you put something together, right? Do you get it? So
Francis,
I will guide you. Don't worry.
no, it's not. It's not even about the guidance. Can I turn this down?
Why? You don't feel prepared? You don't feel enough?
No, it's not even that. I don't. I'm not yet ready to work.
That's probably why.
Okay, that's fine. I was thinking if you put something down, I could use my influence to get the job for you. But that's fine. Don't worry. Don't turn it down.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I will let you know if there's any other opening.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So back to what I'm talking about.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, back to this. So
you can see that we're here.
I'm thinking we should end. I don't know how this class will go, but I'm thinking from 11. We can take this class like it's like 1 o'clock, and we end the class by 1. But I'm not sure yet. Or we can take it like 1:30, and you can rest for 30 minutes. Later. I don't know how well that would make sense, but yeah.
Sorry, later, what will happen? You got back?
Who is that?
This is the mobile view. Mobile view just looks like only this.
Sorry, it's a picture I'm seeing now.
Everything else.
I've sent Aisha away. That's why Aisha.
So there is no way to know what comes after what.
Okay. So
if I'm going to generate the developer's link.
Let me proceed.
Each of these will need a different link.
Let me proceed. So I was talking about. I'm coming. Give me 1 minute. Let me leave here.
Francis, can I ask a question?
Don't ask me. What is
if the screen pages are not linked,
What's the question?
So that's probably where
Okay, so I noticed that you use three colors, three different colors, but related colors. Yeah. Is it a must that we use three different? I mean, that is up to three. Do you understand what I did?
It's not a must.
Like, what's the
I've not answered.
minimum? What's the maximum?
Calm down. Ah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not a must. So here's the oh sorry. Who is this person sending me DM? On yourself, oh, the heck. Somebody is sending me DM.
Francis, I've not answered my. Can I have your number so that I can share my work with you and you look at you bet it.
You can have my number. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Numeric man.
Okay,
It's okay, thank you. As if you are okay with that response. Small time and St. Francis is proud. Take my
Not
number
at
on your
all.
group now and send me.
You said?
My number is I'm in your group chat now.
I didn't know. Okay.
In your group chat, you see Francis or there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so ask your question again, please.
I said I can see that you used the total color that you used was 4, but 3 they are blue, but different kind of blue. Is it a must that the color is up to 3? What's the minimum and maximum of colors that we can choose?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Me personally, I will advise that you select two colors, two primary colors. When you're working on a brand, or even one color, but you can have like 3 other secondary colors. So because personally, for me, I enjoy. I mean, most of the brand you've seen, they're only known with a particular type of color. I mean, one color. So selecting color, in order not to make everything clouded or crowded or these things, selecting a color is very key. Selecting one color is key. Does that make sense? You will not talk now.
Yep, thank you.
You too, thank you. My name is Francis.
Hello, Francis.
Who is that?
It's Habib. Please, I didn't get that answer. You said your
The
conclusion
answer
is
is
you
this.
said
Hold on. The answer is this. So sometimes some company might give you their reference color. Some people cannot see my screen. Let me reshare my screen again. Sometimes some company might give you reference color. Do you get? Like they will tell you that this is color. So they'll tell you that this is the color we want in our company, and this is the color they want to work on, right? Let me give you a practical example. I mean, so your work as a designer is to check if this color works or not. So a company reached out to me, right? Currently, I'm working on their UI, their website UI. I don't want to share it with you. It's a confidential project, and they have not launched it yet. So I'm working on the company website. I'm working on their UI design and all. And these people, they send me a brand guideline, right? In their brand guideline, I noticed that the fonts they selected, so they said they're into fintech, right?
okay.
The fonts they selected and their color usage, no, their font is looking like they're into fashion. Like their font is communicating that they are into fashion. Do you get?
Yeah.
Do you get my point? And their
Yes.
color is too dull for what they are doing. So what I had to do was, okay, let me share you something. You guys may not even know, so I'm coming. You guys will not know the people. So I will share. I want to give an example of something. I want to show you a wireframe of something of what I'm working on, blah blah blah. And I'm coming on. I'm trying to, I mean, explain that color font thing and color thing to you. But that thing can be stressful.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. What did you say happened? You said you did it
Um, Anita Graham. All of you are just changing your DP up and down. Anita Graham. Hey, Oluwa Shanu.
Explain this at the beginning of the class. I've not finished it.
What do you say?
I've had the same display picture since the beginning of the class. I haven't changed it.
Anita, you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You're in the kitchen. Head down. Opening pot up and down. Okay. Okay, I think I want to show you guys something. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
No. Yes.
We're saying no, we're saying yes. So I want to explain something to you here. So this company reached out to me to work on their design and all. So this is called wireframe, right? So this is their font, right? And I realized that this font is not talking about technology and it's mostly used for fashion and all these things. And your work as a designer is in order to make your work come out well and to be well seen, you have to really do design education. So I had to do education for them, right? Let me show you what I did. So I want you guys to see all these things very well so that some of you now gonna make screenshots. I'm coming sure. So can you see my screen? This is what their font. This is the font I propose. Juliet.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Why do you? What is the difference between the number one and number two? What can you say is the difference?
Clarity. The second font is more like clear. It's easier to read. It's easier on the eyes.
Yeah, and that is very key in everything you are doing as a designer. You have to put yourself in your user's shoe. So if this website A, if they launch it, it will not have good conversion rate and it's not have good readability. Why? because of the choice of their fonts. So can you guys now see how font selection and all this selection impact your design, and it makes how it makes how your decision makes good design. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay. So design decision making process is very key. From your font selection to your type of color, blah blah blah, and all. Let me now show you one. Let me show you one more thing. Let me guys show you one more thing. So let me show you their brand color. So this is their selected color. See how plenty their colors are, and see how plenty their colors are, and see how dull it is. So when I wanted to work on, let me show you high fidelity content design. So when I wanted to work on their design, I had to brighten up their colors. I don't want to show you that. I already showed you the name of the company now. Can you see how I had to brighten up their colors? Can you see? Nobody's saying anything. Any
Yeah,
response?
we can see.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
We
we
can
can
see.
see.
Yes. So let me stop sharing. I'll show you this enough. I'm not teaching you graphics, product design. I'm teaching you
Stop,
some.
don't stop sharing now.
I don't understand. Focus. I'm trying to explain how your color usage, how your choice of selecting. I'm trying to explain how those things will really impact your work as a designer. So you have to be careful. So let me go back to what I was trying to explain. Um,
Oh, I'm still waiting for their response. Wow, supposed to
okay, so okay, so yeah, I told you that is once all these things are being concluded, that is where all these things can be selected, like the font and all. So also, your work as a brand designer is one the other thing here is stationery design, right? Stationery design, we all know what stationery design is, from your letterhead to your business card and all. But as a stationery designer, as a brand designer, you are going to give different options to how all these things can be done. So I think for this project, I gave three design options on this stationery design thing. I gave three design options on this stationery design thing because I needed them to make choices and I needed them to select. See, don't be a lazy designer. Don't be a designer that because of your laziness, you just do one option and send to clients. That does not, you are constraining your clients. That does not make any sense. I have friends that do that too, but it's not wise. I see them as lazy people. Although they can be cashing out and they used to lie. They just tell story why they had to do that, blah 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 blah. Before you know it, the client will buy the story and the client will be all right. But it's always good it's always good to make a good design decision. It's always good to present your client with option or your supervisor with options. So this is the business card design. The business card is like this because of the kind of industry. It has like a corporate feel. It looks so simple and minimal. Why? Because in a construction company, it doesn't need to shout and all. Um, so this is the design option. So for the envelope design, this is the envelope design as well. Um, which one again? Yeah. So your stationery design varies. So this is sorry. So this is ID card design as well. This is ID card design. There are different options that was presented, but this was preferred. Also, this is ID card design. In your stationery design, it ranges from a lot of things, like a whole lot of things, from even your sticky notes design in the office, from your mouse pad, from anything that your clients really specify on that they want. Do you get? Yeah, so the next one I want to show is the logo usage summary. And logo usage summary is how is basically a direction or a guide on how the logo should be used. Sorry. A summary of how the logo should be used. Sorry. Come into this. Sorry, it's possible. Sorry, please. Is the what's it called? Is the design job one of my previous students I taught. Yeah, I'm reaching out to him. Yes. So the logo is a summary. The logo is a summary. The logo is a summary. Is how what's it called? Logo is a summary is how the logo needs to be used and how to be used. So let me start explaining to you. So these are the approved proper logo usage, like how you can use the color, the where you can use it on. So the proper usage is being approved with our color usage, right? And this is the inappropriate usage. Slanting is not allowed. So the first one is don't add effect to our logo. The second one is bad logo contrasting. The third one is don't add stroke to our logo. Let me zoom in for you to see. You can see that the first option has, yeah, while the last option is don't slant our logo.
Can you show the first one you showed before this? I don't know. My screen didn't show, or maybe it's not just me. I didn't see the
Is
first
that Doris?
Yes,
Is that Doris or Dorothy?
it's Dorothy.
Uh-huh. Because Doris will not talk like that. Dorothy, don't stress me. You said I should show what?
The first part, the first one you showed before this one.
Is it this
Yes,
one?
it didn't show in my screen. Yeah, thank you.
Is your network? It shows in other people's screen.
Francis,
Line up, why? Why you call him? What happened?
I wanted to be sure if I'm seeing it right. Is the first logo placement, does it have a background? Like, I mean, it's shadow.
The first logo placement.
Yeah. It's
Is
looking
that
like
a
it has a
background? How
shadow.
do you mean? It's like it has a shadow, Abi. What do you
Yes.
mean? Is it the proper usage?
No, I thought you said all these are not proper usage. Okay.
This is a proper usage now. You can see. I had to go up, I had to scroll up because of Doratin.
Oh,
This is a proper usage.
it looks
And
like
this
it has a
is
black
not
back. It looks like it has a
it
black shadow.
doesn't have. It did not have. Sure you get.
Okay. Yes.
And this is improper usage. Yeah, so the next one I want to show you
So
is
please, what's the difference? I'm not seeing much difference between the two.
who is that?
Sorry, I'm not seeing much difference between
Who
the
is that?
proper
Who is
usage
talking?
and the Dorothy.
What difference are you not seeing?
It's only the slanted one. Other one seems to be the same.
Is this that I'm hovering on the same as any of this? Do you know what is going on here? This one I'm hovering on. Let me show you. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
So can you see the logo clearly?
No, not very clear.
Why?
It seems the blue color is on top of it.
So what does that tells you?
Like it's not very visible.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me show you another one. Can you see this?
Yeah.
What can you see?
It's very clear.
And why do you think that is clear?
Because it's against a white background.
Okay, so what's the difference between what can you say about this and this?
Okay, the other one it's the blue is the background and the color. It's almost the same, so it made it not so visible.
Great. So what is going on is contrast ratio. I think I explained this contrast thing with us last time, that your contrast is very key. When you're using a color, use a color of light to dark, not dark and dark or light and light. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
Does it make any sense to you now?
Yeah,
And
thank
this other one, if you look at it very well, it has shadow. This one, and according to the way we place our logo, this is a logo. It doesn't meant to have shadow. Can you see? Some people
you.
they will go and add shadow to your logo when you don't send them to do. So
Although I'm not
yeah,
seeing any shadow, but maybe it's my eyes.
it's your eyes. Trust me. Who else is not seeing? What's her name? Zainab. Can you see shadow on the logo?
Yeah, I can see shadow.
And when I said it's your eyes, I'm not abusing in any way. Trust me. It can be like your eye, literally, like
Yeah,
your
that's why
eyes
I said it's my
configuration.
eyes. I actually wear glasses. I don't see so clearly, so maybe it's my eyes.
Okay, so that will not be saying that Francis guy said his own
Francis,
is
is
too
there a
much.
shadow or not?
What do you say?
Is there a shadow or there isn't?
Okay, at least I'm
Who
not
is
the
that
only
one
one.
asking that question?
It's me.
Shadow here now.
Maybe I
Open
should go
your
and
eyes.
okay. Yes. You want to
And
tell me something else?
is a poor logo usage because we do
Yeah,
not add
I
shadow to
understand.
our logo. And this other one has stroke.
Yes.
This other one, you see it very well.
Mm-hmm.
It has stroke and it's not
Now this
part
word
of
looks
the
blocked.
usage.
Okay.
It's not part of the usage that we're talking about. Okay,
Um, I have a
that is fine.
question regarding the logo. You said proper usage and improper usage. Who exactly is using it?
Let me, who asked that question?
Rosemary.
Rosie, let me show you. Nice question. Just asked a very interesting question. And I want you to read what this is all about. So I want you to read the overview. So can you see this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, can you read it?
Read it out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This document contains our brand guidelines, which explain how to use our identity with confidence and clarity. The document has been designed with several demonstrations that should inspire and motivate creative expressions. Therefore, it can be used by anyone managing communications for Consort Nigeria Limited. Designers, marketers, and brand strategists can mine the rich vein of color, logo variations, and typography. Our guidelines have been designed to ensure consistency within and beyond the company. These guidelines create a strong, recognizable, and innovative communication for Consort Nigeria Limited.
Okay, so does that answer your question?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Or do you think I need to explain what that means?
Now I totally understand.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And do you think that is needed? Do you think the bag with what you read, do you think the brand guideline is needed?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Why do you think it's needed?
Because it's their identity, and it shouldn't be used in a way that they don't want it to be used. It's unique to them.
Okay, that makes sense. But who is that that's having noise in the background? That makes sense. A lot of sense. Okay. Does anybody have any other question before I move on to the brand usage? Does anybody have any other question? Does anybody has any other question before I proceed?
Okay, let me ask this question. This is brand identity design. And are there people who answer it as a title, like brand identity designer, separate
Yes.
from being a
Yes.
graphics designer, or are
Yes.
they joined
If you're an
together?
identity designer, you're a pro, you're a legend. Because that means you understand every details of what an identity design should look like. Do you get?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so a
Most
brand
people,
identity designer is also a graphics designer because the person has to
so it
design these
captures
logos,
your
right?
work experience.
Okay.
It captures your work experience. So I think I told you all the story earlier when I started that what is pretty I'm losing my thought already. I think I explained this thing to you that your career your career growth transitions, right? From being a normal graphic designer to being an identity designer to being a brand, like a full brand designer. A full brand designer is you understand brand designs and you understand communication designs, you understand graphic designs and all these positions. All these are just English, they're just confusing our head. But yes, there is name for all these things, and yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question before I proceed to brand application? Mm, okay, so let me move to the brand application. Can you guys hear me? So the brand application is after all this has been designed. So how do you apply it? Like, so let me show you what I did with that. Do, 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 do. Ah, who is this favor again? Favor, 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 favor. Wow, wow. So brand application is now that we have our visual asset. So how do you apply it to our various touch points? And when I mean touch points, I mean our communication touch points, our outdoor communication touch points, our indoor communication touch points, our signages. When I mean signages, now I mean our pylon pole signages. I mean our billboard, outdoor prints, indoor prints, blah 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 blah. So in order to use those things, you have to maintain. Sorry, give me less than a minute, please. So in order to understand these things, you have to like maintain brand consistency with all this. Like you have to maintain brand consistency. We've agreed on our visual assets, and your visual assets should now be used in maintaining brand consistency all front. So let me show you what that means. Okay, so see. So this is indoor and outdoor signage session. So I think most of you understand what this is. Like when you go to all these companies, when you enter their front, is it front desk now? Like I say it now. mostly their front text. You see that, yeah. So that is what that means, and that is what that is. Um, yeah, and the other one is all these outdoor signages. If you are living in Lagos, when you go to all this Healing Bridge, or when you just walk around self, you see all these things up and down. Yeah, so that is what they are used for as well. That is their usage. And for gift item designs, t-shirts, um, so I will teach you how to use mockups because all these things I did not print it for them. All these things are done in mockups. So also as your brand guideline is giving direction to those people that Rosemary read out. Sorry. So your brand guideline is giving direction to those people Rosalind read out that they are interacting with your brand, be marketers, corporate communication, corporate communications, and all these things. So be it corporate communications and all these things. So yeah, so that is key. Um, so I'll teach you how to use mockups because I did all these things with mockups and I gave yeah gift items as well. This is this so depending on what the client wants and the recommendation they want, right? Um, their recommendation is very key. If they give you a list of what they want to see, so be it, go with them. But if they give you, if they don't give you a list, you can always suggest to them. Sure, you get. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, gift items. What is our gift items? This is pen, um, pillow. Now all of you that go to hotel, very well. All those hotels you go to, you can see that they have customized pillow, customized all these things, and these things are being birthed from. I mean, they are work of guidelines and all these things. Yeah. So that is that, Sha, about that. Mm, 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 mm. What else? So water bottle. I mean, some of us that we have customized water bottle, gift item, blah blah blah. So before I proceed, any other question? I mean, I'm done with walking you through this brand guideline. So, do you have any other question?
Yes, Francis, I have a question.
I know you have question now. Yeah, I'm here to I'm here to answer your question.
Okay. Okay, I wanted to know when presenting your logo design, and then you maybe do a mock-up of the business card, the letterhead. So are you going to actually design it and send the design file to them, or you just put the mock-up?
Let me tell you something. I can't say that most of you have been. I mean, most people have been doing design like it's a family business, right? When a client tells you that they need logo design, be specific, right? Ask them that you don't want stationary design as well, or Francis or Deyemi. Ah, if it's logo design you need, it's logo I could design only for you. I'm not even presenting it for you, but if I'm presenting, I only present the logo with logo mock-ups, not I'm not gonna stress myself be designing letterhead and all because literally you're already giving the client a choice. He will tell you that it's a logo that you want alone. But the funny thing is, you have given him a free service of the letterhead or the business card or anything you are presenting. So he's paying for what he did not. He's taking what he did not pay for. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have to tell the client that if I have to present the logo with business
No,
cards
no,
and
no.
all.
And it can be
Extra.
see, it can be two ways. You can apply wisdom to it. The wisdom is you can charge them for everything without telling them you charge them for everything. They'll just be taking and charging them for logo alone.
Oh,
Sure you get.
okay. Yes, I
If
guess.
if presenting works for them, sure get.
Yes, I guess. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome so much. So any other thing? Any other? So I see some people type out questions. What are your questions, please? What are your questions? I see you guys ask questions in the chat box. Anybody's asking questions? Please unmute your mic and ask. Okay, let me call you one by one.
I was asking you what a mock-up is, but it's been explained to you on the chat.
Oh, but that has been explained to you, Abby. That's been explained, Abby.
Yes,
Thank God.
yes, it has.
I do well for somebody explaining to you.
Please, Mr. Francis, is there any free mockup app? Because the one I tried, I've used, they said it's 7 days trial and I'll have to pay for it. Is
Free
that one
mockup
that?
app, Bao. So here's the thing. There are mockups are all I put it in. Mockups are majorly in PSD format. When I mean PSD, Photoshop format. So they are editable via Photoshop, not downloading mockup app. Sure you get. They are editable using um editable using um Photoshop software, not just um an app. Do you get? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? So does anybody have any other questions?
I mean, there's this software someone sent me to share to imprint.
What's the name of the software? Can you share me the software?
Okay, let me look for it.
Can you check the name of the software? Can I see?
Okay, let me get to my mail.
Okay.
Sorry, please, I have a question.
What's the question? Is he here?
Okay.
Somebody is sitting
What
there.
did you say? Okay.
I don't understand. You can carry chair and join us. Simple. You can actually join us there. I can use this place. Who sent me away?
Hello?
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, yes. As a beginner now, maybe you're trying to create a portfolio for yourself. What free website or app would you recommend?
What free what?
Like as a beginner for graphics, what free website or app would you recommend for creating a portfolio?
I don't understand. You create it by yourself.
But I thought there's an app that
Yes.
you can curate them. You just upload your link, right? So can it be done on by PDF?
That's when you serious. Even because the one is just away.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Francis, I just shared the mock-up software with you on
Yes, net salary and gross salary. Okay.
Sorry, can you say that again? So you're asking that at the beginner, what software can you recommend to create portfolio? I created this portfolio. I created this thing in Adobe Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator is the best thing to create portfolio for you. But anything, see, who is this person now? Who is this Emmanuel person? So anything you want to create, you can always create it with your design softwares. Those that I've shared with you, always create them with your design softwares. Like again, we are using Canva or all these things. It will not really make you grow in creating portfolio. Learn the act of creating portfolios yourself, not using all these websites. Thank you. Because when you use all these websites, you don't have control over all these things. Does that make any sense?
Yes, thank you.
Francis, I just dropped the software on the chat box.
No, which one is Smart Mockup? This is a bullshit. Sorry. I've not checked it. It can actually be a smart mockup, but the thing is, to create normal mockups, they are free. Sorry, I need to sneeze. Okay, so there are softwares that you can use. I mean, there are websites that you can go and download mockups from. Do you get? There are websites that you can go and download mockups from. And those websites, don't worry, when we start to use go, when start to do mockups and all, you can literally go online now and press maybe a cup mockup. You see website that you can download cup mockups from, and you can just put all that requires for you is to just put your own, what's it called, your own design, and bam, you have it. So yeah, that is it. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any other question? Does anyone have any other question? So if we don't have any other question, I think because I don't want us to midday extraordinary. Can you unmute your mic?
Yes. Good afternoon, Francis. I
Midday,
just joined
how are you?
today.
Calm down, calm
I'm
down,
very
calm
fine.
down, calm down. Answer my questions bit by bit before I yab you first. How are you?
I'm very fine. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I said, how have you been?
I'm good. I've been good. I just joined today.
Why?
Okay, so it's a long story.
It's not a long
It's a
story.
very,
Tell
very
me
long story. Let me
before
just
I kick you out. I'm actually you're laughing. See, I ask people in this class. We used to laugh a lot. But if I kick you out like this, I kick you out. So why are you just joining?
okay, so please
Is it
don't
on
kick me
seriousness
out.
from your own part or is from the admin's part?
Okay, so at the end of my story, you know whose part it is. I don't want to mention anybody's part, and I don't want to sound
That's fine.
unserious. Okay, so moving on. Um, I got a mail from DPD that
When?
I'm to join a Telegram group. This the week we just concluded. I'm to join a Telegram group, and I'm to join a link for WhatsApp. Unfortunately, the link that was sent to me was for product management. So I started asking people on Telegram who has the link for designs, who has the link for design. In short, I had to join the product management group to ask people to go into their DMs, private chat them. Do you have the link? They said they don't have the link. So I have to now chat the admin. Later gave me the link and immediately I joined. And I joined the Zoom class too.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm sorry for the stress, but they sent you the link last week.
And yes, let's say last week, was it last week Friday? That's
So
all.
hold on. Where do you want to use this place?
Is
Why
it
is
what?
this place now? Hold on, please.
All right.
So last week, what did they send you the email? Eh? Ayomide. Ayomide, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Friday.
I said last week Friday.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's fine. Friday. I'm so sorry. You can use this. Do you want to use the extension? This. Okay. She cannot do anything. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that. And literally, we are 2 weeks. I mean, today is the beginning of the 2 weeks to the end of the class, and but I'm very sure you're going to catch up. Trust me. I'm sure that you're
I
going
hope
to
so
catch up.
too. I hope so too.
What do you do? Where do you work? Or you're still like us that we don't have work?
I want to be like you when I grow up. Do you know how much you'll be cashing out on what you're doing right now?
I've been
Okay.
now like 5K, 10K.
God forbid. If it is 5K, 10K, will you be suggesting that or will you be telling us an operation manager just reach out to you for a gig of 150 to 200K? Won't you
See, I
drop
mean,
this
that's
5K work
the
to
reason.
as in would you drop this 5K work for that? Would you even tell us that someone messaged you with such a message? You'll be cashing out on maybe 500,000, 1 million naira. And that's why I want to be like you when I grow up. Just help me, help my condition.
Email. I just hope that what you are saying is true, but email.
Just help my
So I think I'll
condition.
pair you up.
Thank you.
I'll pair you up with there's a lady called Peace Nkechi on this channel. I'll pair you up with her. I said this channel.
Okay.
I'll pair you up with Peace. Peace will take you through. You can message her right away. She has a very beautiful hair, black like this, and her
Okay.
background is colorful.
All
So
right.
I'll pair
Peace,
you
I
up
hope you
with
can
her.
hear me. I'll be good, okay? Please just be good. Thank you.
Wait, are you married too?
Yes, I'm married.
Oh, awesome. Because the way you're talking, I can see that you're married.
Wow. Ow.
Yes, now we have married people here, so when they talk, you know how they talk. Before this babe
Wow.
come for me, there was her name Juliet. Juliet come for me now. But really, yeah, please will take you through. And there are also co-married people here that I can network with, like Zainab, like
I don't think
Zainab.
Zainab is married.
Yes, she's not married. She will come for me. So you can network with Rachel, Ganiat, and some other people. But really, you are welcome. I just hope that yeah, you're not just open it, but you're welcome. Um, yes. So what's your question?
Yes, you were talking about the design softwares that you've explained to them in the previous classes. So I was asking, please, is
But
there
I
anyone who
cannot, I
understands?
cannot answer. I cannot answer that question. I cannot answer that question because like are
All right.
dragging us back. So catch up with um
Peace
some
in
of
Kechi,
this.
right?
Yeah, catch up with PCKG. And if this is in like let me know. So I will
All right.
give you other person's catch up. But
All
the
right. All
software
right.
you have, don't come and rush to me. Rush to me, I may not answer you. So make sure you maximize. Make sure you maximize your relationship with Peace very well. Peace is serious. I mean, she knows what she's doing. So
Okay.
at least with what she has shown us. So before I proceed, does anybody have any other question? Aisha,
Yes,
you have
it's peace.
which piece? Is it Peace Dara?
Yes, sir.
Peace Lawson.
Yes. I have a question. No, no, not a
What's the
question.
question?
It's not a question. Like, peace.
That's YouTube music. That's YouTube music.
She
That's
put me
YouTube music.
through. I mean, put me through to let me know what I've done. Like if truly I went well. Hello, Francis, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Can you hear me? Okay. I was like, PCKG also puts me through, and I've done my assignment, but I've not. I don't think you've checked it to even with me for me to know if I've actually improved or not. Though she puts me through very well. She had my time. She was very patient with me.
Oh,
So maybe
I'm giving
you
you
check
fee
my
review.
assignment so that let me know if there's some things I need to improve on or change. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, I may not check it now, but I'll definitely give it a check. No, this our session will be ending by 12:30. When we come back by 12:30, I will show us, I'll walk us through the design process that I did yesterday. I mean, that I did the last design I did. I'll walk us through the process, and after that, we are done for the day. So tomorrow, when we come back tomorrow, we'll now start to use our other software. We'll not start to use our other software in proper. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. Does anyone? Sorry, give me less than a minute.
Sorry, I can't hear him. Is it from my own end?
No, it's general.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I have to stretch my back because I've been sitting since 8:30, and this is 12, and my what's it called? Peace will not want to hear that, so I have to go and stretch my back. Okay, so does anybody has any other question? Do you have question? You guys understand what a
Hello.
brand guideline means, Abi? I
Hello,
understand
I have a
what.
question here. Hello.
I'm with you
Hello.
now.
Yeah, please can you do the summary of the mock-up? My network kind of breaking between when you want to start
I do
explaining this
not.
stuff.
I've not started any mock-up thing. What about mock-up? Mock-up a is a way to present your work. Like there are 3D models for you to present your work. It's for you to show like a proper demonstration of what a particular thing will look like when a client print it out or when a client have it on their. So we are trying to tell a client that this is how this will look when you do this. So you use a mock-up to show that. Use a mock-up to communicate your ideas with your clients. That make any sense to you? Instead of having to go and do one sample.
Okay.
Yeah, does it make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, anything else? Does anybody have any other question? Where is she? I've not heard from Shay in class today. Shay, are you in class?
Hi, Francis. Good afternoon.
Where have you been?
Sorry, I've actually been I've not been stable. Like I've been moving around, but I've been listening with my earpiece. That's why I've not commented.
Maybe you try to say that I miss you in class, sharp, or
Whoa.
I miss hearing from you in class. But I'm straight, sharp. I'm not gay. I'm straight. So,
Yeah, I get.
yeah. So
I'm coming along.
okay. Do you have any question? Do you think everything you're saying makes sense to you, or do you have any question? What's your any question? Anything?
Um, for now, there's no question.
Okay.
Shay, you have a great voice.
Whoa.
Oh,
Very great.
She's a pastor. She are you a pastor?
I'm not a pastor.
But what? Okay. Yeah, she has a great voice, Doris. But I think you're talking to Josh already now. Doris. Why she? Or you used to do
Joshua
two
is my
people?
tutor.
Hmm?
Joshua is my tutor.
Oh. You have to zone Joshua.
No, we understand ourselves.
But what of she?
I have to check him out, but I like his voice.
It's a confidence for me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I like that so much. Yeah. Have you seen his picture?
Let me look at that.
Yeah. No. There's one picture he shared with me. Send me a DM. I will send you his picture. Wow. Guys. Thank you. So we can go on a break now, and we are coming back by 1:50. Sorry, 12:50. That is 30 minutes break. We're coming back by 12:50. Once you come back, I will walk through the last design I did in class with us all. And yeah, so does that make sense to you? So thank you, everyone. You can go on a break. Shay's voice is nice. Sha. I love you. You have any logo you have in your hand. Right, guys. See you by 12:50.
Hello, Francis. Hello.
Okay, guys. Let's proceed. All of you saying that I cannot hear anything. Calm down. So let's proceed. So I want to walk you through the design I did last week, and where is it, sir? Coming. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. I'm trying to share my screen. So, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so questions. Let me answer your questions for you. Oh yeah, I'm here.
Question.
Okay, so what don't you understand about this design? Anyone?
I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay.
Is that money?
I want to. Okay.
Okay, sir. What's the question?
I don't know how you got the upper part of the rectangle to be like you tore it, kind of.
So here's what I did. I went to what's it called? I went to is it Free Pick? Yes. So it's a resource place, and I downloaded this paper Tor as I think PSD or JPEG. So I now edited it. Sure you get.
Yeah.
And also you can do this paper Tor with your pen too if you have the time.
Okay.
Pencil is just marker it jaga and cut it out.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. And what I did for this layer, what I did for the other part was I duplicated the shape.
Okay.
And I added gradient overlay to it. So normally this is how it is. I just added gradient overlay.
Okay.
So I added gradient overlay to it.
Right.
Yeah, does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Yeah. Does anybody has any other question?
Sorry, please, can you come again in respect of the first one?
Where should I come again? What do you want me to come again on?
I mean, this the one with the irregularities on the top, the one with the like the plaster, the one with the guy kneeling down. How did it come about with the edges?
Did it come about with what?
The edges.
I'm coming on. Which edges, please?
I mean, the guy in the picture kneeling down.
Yes.
Okay. You know, the edges is raw.
I told you earlier that I went on Free Pick to go and download the image. And to go and let me show you. No, don't let me show you. Go on Free Pick and press top paper or something. So I went on that place to download that particular shape and I edited it. What I did was I marked the image inside the object.
So you edited, I mean, you downloaded it just like the way it appeared. Just I mean, impute the image.
Yes. And I said you can also create it using your pen too.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yeah. Then what of the pencil? What of the plaster? This object
Yeah, the
like a
plaster
plaster.
too is also an asset.
I didn't get you.
The plaster too is also an asset though.
An asset
that are used. Yes, it's a design asset that you can go and download on any of these free design platform.
All right. Thanks so much.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Any other question from anyone?
Yes, I have a question, please.
Why would you have a question? Yes, you can.
Sorry, at the top of the circular thing beside the
It's also an
is that
asset.
that?
It's also an asset, but you can do it in Illustrator. So it's a vector file. All these things like you drawing a circle with a pencil. So, but this is an asset. I downloaded the assets and just arranged it. And how do you get all these assets? Go on free pick. Go on free pick and you can see the assets download. Sure you get. Sure you get. Do you understand? It's very
Yes, I
fast.
do. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Answer.
Yes.
Um, can I go ahead?
Yeah.
At the top of the image, you do something like something fits the image of.
I'm not in class. I'm not serious.
I just entered now.
Email, I've answered it like more than 2 times.
I was not there.
I don't understand. So what is that my own?
Yeah, sorry.
So I said it's an asset. So an asset that I downloaded and I used. Don't worry. I will download it in your presence again, all of you, and I will do it again. A lot of you will see. So as you stop, I'll show it the asset now. So let me show you guys the assets. So this is what I downloaded. This is what I downloaded. Let me make you guys see if all. If it's not you, it's not anyone. Yeah. So can you guys see? Can you see? This is the assets. Can you see? Hello.
Yes.
You can see, right? Any special effect on this?
Yeah.
Is there anything that is not? I don't understand here.
Were you the one that made this that cut out the end?
You don't understand Yoruba or you don't understand English? I'm speaking sense. I said I downloaded this thing. This thing I
Okay.
downloaded it. The way it is like
Okay.
this, I downloaded it. Somebody should ask me a question about this particular thing again. If you're not listening, you're not listening. I downloaded this the way it is. Right. So what I only did was to put image inside. And how did I put my image? Open this image. It was the image I downloaded. This was the image I used. I'm waiting for the image to open. I'm coming. So this was the image I used. And all I have to do is the way I taught you guys on how to place image in object. And nobody should ask me a question about that one because I think I repeated this more than 20 times. And I have to size the image to what I want to do. I have to do this. So it doesn't make sense to look as if it was being cut away. You
Okay,
understand?
sorry. When you were searching for this asset, what keyword did you use?
I press paper top. Come, let me show you. Let me share my screen. Is not
Hello, Abalabi.
Oh, my mic has been muted. Oh, just I've been talking since now. But can you guys see what I showed? You can adjust the other hand there. But can you guys see this? So you selected this is what I selected, and I used the resources. So I selected and I had to work with the resources. Do you guys see that? Wait, nobody's saying anything.
Hello, are we downloading it as an SVG, PNG, JPEG, or which one?
Yes, you see the download option there. I think it's in PSD format. Okay. It's in PES format. This is Adobe. This is Illustrator format, so it's in a vector format. Can I bring it to Illustrator? You can bring it to Photoshop if you want to work with it. Does it make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, to be honest, I didn't get. Is it that if you download it in PDF format, it will still work on Photoshop?
See, listen. For every, what do you say now?
I said if you
Is
download
that
it,
please?
yes, in PDF. If you download it in EPS format, will it still work on Photoshop? Like,
So when you bring it to Photoshop, you can rasterize it and turn it into an image. For you to be able to edit it, just rasterize it. But the editing I want to do on this is not much. I just want to place image. So I'll rasterize it. I'll make it to an image, and yeah, that's what I brought it in. There. Does it make sense to you?
yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. So, any other one? Any other person? Any other question? Any other question? Anyone? So please, how many of you have installed your other software? How many of you have installed the Adobe Illustrator? How many of you have installed Adobe? Because we'll be needing that to is we are starting practical on that tomorrow. I don't want anyone to be doing that kind of a thing. So any other question? Okay. Hello. Yeah, Abdullah, I'm with you.
You made mention of rasterizing the image. I will bring the image on Illustrator and save it as an image and then to Photoshop, or the rasterizing can be done on the Photoshop as well.
Can you say that again, please?
And you made mention of something that after downloading the image, we need to edit it in a format. Then
So
save it
here's what
as.
I'm saying. Calm down. There are some files you want to work with in Photoshop that
Okay.
that they are only, I mean, they are made for, they are vector files. So you can work with
Okay.
vector files, and the vector files can be opened with Adobe Illustrator, right? But
Okay.
once you open them with Adobe Illustrator and you copy like the part of file you want to use, you can import it to Photoshop to edit. And
Okay.
for you to be able to edit in Photoshop, you have to change it to Photoshop format, or a format that Photoshop understands, which is you have to rasterize the layer, you have to change it to like a flatted image, something like that. Does that make any
Okay.
sense to you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you input the image you put inside that shape. Do you mean we could put another image inside another image? Because if you said you turn it to like the shape is a rasterized shape, how is it possible to put an image inside it?
Can you come again?
You said this shape, we have to rasterize it, then we turn it to a raster format.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, and according to the design, you said you put that image, that picture inside. That would be the rasterized format of this. Max, is it possible? Because I know it shapes. It can only be that in
No,
shape.
it's possible. It's possible to put anything inside anything.
Wow.
It's possible to put file inside rasterized images.
Okay, we do the same way we did for the shape.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
All right.
What does it mean for an image to be rasterized? Have you seen that?
I can't hear whatever you're saying.
I said, what does it mean for an image to be rasterized? I've been seeing that even when maybe if I download the file, they will tell me that it's a rasterized file. What does that mean?
You know the funny thing that if I check this in on Google, honestly, but I will answer you. A rasterized layer is a layer that matches up together that you cannot edit, meaning that a layer that sums up everything together that you cannot edit. So let's say for instance now they are working on a text, a logo, and a shape together, and you want to group those images. Once you match them, you rasterize them, they cannot go back to their original states.
Okay, thank you.
But for better understanding, I think you can Google this response. I'm sure you get.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any other person? So if there is no other question, uh, mm, if there is any other question, should I start to introduce you to Illustrator or should I wait till tomorrow? Because I know that I'll start to repeat myself again tomorrow. What do you think? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Maybe you leave it tomorrow so that it will be fresh.
I want to be fresh. You cannot microwave it. Your presence is heaven to me. Aisha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I will reach out to him.
To who?
To him now. To
Who is
Kabir.
him? Oh, okay. Don't worry now. Don't worry.
It's not don't worry, it's a question. I will reach out to him, yes
No,
or
I've
no?
not. But I'll reach out to
Why?
him. Oh, we're in class. That's why.
What about the break time?
No, break time is not enough now. Don't worry. After this class, it'll be
Aisha,
better.
I know you're kind of person. You're pushing me
Uh-uh.
forward as if you are agreeing to what I'm saying.
No, now. The
You're
break is
trying
not
to
long enough. It's just how many minutes? You
you're
understand?
trying to tell me that I'm stressing you. But you're
No.
saying it in a subtle way.
No.
Okay.
You're not
I think
stressing me.
I think you make a very good friend. I mean,
Yeah.
he's very committed, he's very attentive in class. So I know people that are serious like that with their life.
Yeah, definitely. I need a friend like that.
Yeah, and he also is very. But I was telling them earlier that you have choco in your head.
What's Choco?
Choco means that you have your brain needs to touch sometimes.
Wow. Okay.
Meaning that it's not okay. Meaning that meaning that you have your own wahala too.
Well, we all have our own wahalas, so.
No, it's not everybody that some of
Francis,
you
even
even
you have your own wahala now. We're
I don't
all
think I
the
do.
same.
I know what the same.
Okay.
I know what the
Sorry,
same.
what's the
Okay.
word you used? Is it Choco or what?
Choco.
Choco, okay. Okay. I've learned a new.
Okay. It's not a new word, abi? So I think we'll continue tomorrow. Choco in chocolates, yes. Josh, can you hear me? Josh, can you hear me? Josh is not here anymore. Okay, so I want feedback from your grouping. I give you guys, I pair you guys to teams and group. So has that been coming so far? I mean, has that been helpful? Blah 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 and all. I want to know about your. I want to hear about you guys grouping. How's that been? And as your team lead be responsible, have they been like they are not responsible in life? So have your team, how's your grouping be? So Josh, sorry. So please, um, peace, peace in Kechi. Can you mute your mic?
Yes, Francis.
Yeah. So how's your team members? How have they been? And how have you been with your team people?
You have been very cooperative. Yes, we have
Very
been helping
frustrating.
ourselves. Cooperative. Cooperative. Oh.
Gillette is correcting me.
Is
Gillette, you're
that?
not serious. What's your surname?
I didn't hear you.
What's your surname? Your surname is what?
Ekechi.
Ekechi, not Nkechi.
Although Nkechi is my name too, but my name here is Ekechi.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm with you.
Okay, I said the team has been really cooperative. Yes, we've been helping ourselves out, putting each other through. Yes. So yesterday we were supposed to have a Zoom meeting.
But they did not
Yeah.
show up, are we?
No, not as if they didn't show up. Good number
They're
of
not
them were
serious.
having serious network issues. No, everybody wanted to be part of it, but network
See,
was really bad yesterday. So
you
that
guys'
was why.
network is really bad.
You said?
You said you guys' network was really bad yesterday.
Yes. We were not able to go to the meeting. So I think today we would, by God's grace, we might do it, but we might do it on WhatsApp.
Or do you
But so
think
far, we've
people
been
in your
helping each
place?
other, reviewing each other's designs and all.
Okay, well done. Juliet, can you unmute your mic, please?
Yeah,
How far with your own group?
my own group.
I have my own.
I don't know. I've not heard anything from them. I've not had any interaction.
Who is your team leader?
I think Edusa.
Edosa.
Yes, Edusa.
Edosa, can you unmute your mic? Edosa, it's not that when I'm calling you, I'm not running away now. So you want to ask question, you know how to ask question. Why are you not being responsible?
How?
Okay, how far with your group?
We are fine.
Literally, how far with your group?
We are fine.
Do you think I should change you from being a team lead to?
Yes, please change me, please.
But why can't you say that?
I wanted to say it the day
But
she
why?
informed
Now
me, but when
delayed
Zainab,
a lot.
you said?
So, but now you've delayed a lot of people. I'm not
Nobody said
serious.
anything. Nobody said that. Nobody said anything. I didn't know anybody had issues. I even me too. I'm having some issues. So
Okay, so Juliet, I replace you like the
Francis,
group
no.
leader.
No, no,
Okay, should I just
thank
scrap your group?
eh,
Should I just scrap your group?
I don't know.
Okay, who else is in your group?
I don't know. Honestly.
You guys are not serious. Bye bye. Don't talk to me. You are not serious
Francis,
people.
it's not like that. Okay,
Please can mute your
fine.
mic.
I tried to communicate and nobody said anything. So
I said you can
just
mute your mic, oh, please.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah, no serious. This is like over like a week that I've done this. And just give me these reports now. You're not serious people. Rosemary, can you mute your mic, please?
Yes.
So how far it's your group?
Um, not much has happened.
Who's the group lead of your group?
I think she's the busy mom. Sorry.
What's the name? What's her name?
Either Mariam or Ganiyat. I don't know. Zainab. Also.
So you guys have
Name
not
her
even
call.
really had any group session.
We actually opened a WhatsApp group, but I guess
But
nobody has had any need to reach out to any
I
of
don't
us.
understand. You don't also have need to reach out. Just communicate, show each other what you are doing, show your desires to one another, blah 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 blah. That is the whole essence of what this group entails.
Okay. Maybe
Which one
we
is
didn't
okay?
know. Personally, I thought the group was. I thought that we'll be given something like a project and say each group should do this
No,
project.
that is
And I
not
don't
it.
know.
It's for
Okay.
accountability. It's for
Oh,
you to be able
okay.
to be like, oh, this is this, work on this is that, work on this. Oh, this is what my design process is like. Oh, I don't like it. Blah 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 blah. So something like that. If you have issue, somebody will share their screen. Blah, blah, just to help each other. Who is
Okay.
giving you good projects? Although you serve a good project, but not now. Not now.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know that was the
Shay,
person
is Shay
giving
on this
us.
call? Shay, can you mute your mic, please? Shay, yeah, please, I want you to take the responsibility to let them know what their group is all about and why the grouping is essential. And by Wednesday, I'll check in. If any group has not met each other or they are not serious, I'm going to scrap those people and I'm going to label those members on that group that they are not serious people. And that's going to show on your assessments. Trust me, I'm going to do that because the whole essence of this thing is to create collaboration and you guys should be serious. But you guys are doing like fish up and down. So she please ensure that they all understand what the grouping thing is all about. And please, anyone that's not in any group, try and put them in a group. By Wednesday, I will check up on the groups and if there's not any form of changes, I'm going to I'm going to just scrap the group. I'm not going to add them to any other group. I'm going to scrap the group and I'm going to note the members. I'm going to note the members of the groups. Thank you. Yeah. Take care. Um, so since there is no any other question, right? And if I start what we want to do tomorrow now, I have to repeat myself. The class will be ending by 1:30. Go and rest. Um, there's no assignments today. Just rest. Relax. Just make sure that just make sure that your children.
Hello, Francis.
Now,
Hello.
watch on. Yeah. So, Joyous, what's the question?
This one, this is Ganiat.
Yeah, what's the question?
It's concerning the group. I need
happened?
clarification. You said the group is for accountability.
Hold on. Everybody listen to me. The major purpose of the group is if somebody does not understand anything
Mm.
and you understand it, explain to them. If you don't understand it, call somebody
Okay.
else from the other group to explain to you how. You guys follow each other's up on work that you are doing. Share designs to get inspiration from one another. That is what it's all about. It's not that somebody is now the chairman or cheerleader of something. No, just for you to be okay. Does it make any
Yes, I
sense?
get that. But what if nobody responds? Nobody has asked from the team, has
Thank
asked
you,
about anything.
Ganiat.
So what do I do? Because I
What if nobody
actually
has
post.
asked for what? What if nobody
As
has
in, nobody
asked?
mentioned. It's only one member that reached out to me privately, but any other person did not say anything or comment or introduce him or himself or herself.
That
So
is
what
Same
do
to
I
why
my
do?
group too.
that's why you're the group leader. You have to be responsible for what is going on. Are these people not really serious with their life? Or say that yes now, trust me, are they not serious with their life? Or what exactly is going on? You see that it's laziness or they are not serious or they are thinking like, oh, why can't a woman be leading us? Let me know. I'll just put their name in. Because all these things is for your growth, it's not for my growth. So how do you want to learn when you don't share your work with other people? When people don't like, oh, I don't like how you place this, I don't like how this is done. How do you want to learn?
So I
So
get your point. I get
you
your
don't have
point.
to get it. You don't have to get it.
No,
Currently,
it's
you're
not
not
that. No, I hope
getting
you
it.
get my point too. It's not that I didn't reach out to them, but when you can't force they say you can take the horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink water. So that's just it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me explain it to you. One is the website.
Okay. Okay.
Can I ask my question now?
Mm-hmm.
Let us come back to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the design you just shared last, is it possible for us to get it on WhatsApp so we can maybe practice or something? Thank you.
Okay. What about?
It doesn't mean it can also be linked for you. Somebody who has not made it.
Yeah. I'll send the design to you on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, so like if you check my email,
I will send the design to you now on the WhatsApp group. So if no one has any other question, I think I'm going to call it a day for everyone, and see you guys tomorrow. Does that make sense? So, so this is the design here. Thank you, everyone. It's so good to have you. So good to have you all in. I call him my name. What up?
Francis, please be calming down this afternoon because please
Results.
just ask for a favor
Exactly, I
for
want to
you.
say that.
Yes, now you guys are not serious now. You don't expect me to.
Can you hear me?
When I expect to do something, hold on. When I expect to do something, right? When we want to play or gist is a different thing. But when you're told to do something or if there's a responsibility to do something, you have to do it. You don't expect to be to be laughing with you when you're showing signs of seriousness. I think we need to approach the episode.
Thank you, we understand, but go and relax too, since you're stressed.
No, calm down. It's not what you does that make me stressed. I already told you before I started the class that I'm stressed. I am sorry. It's not this what you are doing cannot frustrate me. Just know that. But when an issue has to be addressed, it has to be addressed. So I'm not stressed like that. Special arrangements that all of you will be fine. We'll see you guys tomorrow. If you like, don't reach out to your group today. If you like, reach out to your group today. I shall know that by Wednesday, event did not happen. I'll send you
Hello,
guys a mail.
Francis.
Why are you calling my
Hello.
name?
Sorry, please, can you remove me as the leader of the group?
I cannot remove you.
Please,
It's
because I'm a
Wednesday.
busy mom and I cannot really,
Me
I
too,
can't
I'm a busy
combine this.
husband.
I can't be doing this.
I'm a busy husband. I
Please,
can't combine that.
ah,
Mr. Francis.
I'm having issues in my design, so maybe I can't.
You being a leader does
Mr.
not mean you have to
Francis.
be the no signs and wonders. You being a leader in the group does not mean you have to be the all-knowing. Really, you are not the all-knowing in the group. But my decision is my own decision. By Wednesday, I will know what to do. Thank you. Signs, can I hear from you?
Yes, please. Us that we are just joining, we don't have a clue.
Reach out to
We
Shay.
change. Okay. Thank you, baby.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care. Um.
Francis.